Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Cindy. I have been selling online for over 20 years now. I got some questions over on Instagram about search relevancy. So search relevancy, let's keep in mind that all of the major platforms have the same basic algorithm. So you're going to see the same kind of ideas from Amazon to Ebay to Poshmark. But let's talk a little bit about search relevancy. What is search relevancy? Search relevancy is how far up in search you're going to come when you list an item. Search relevancy is going to be based all on the buyer experience. So keep that in mind also. What these companies are looking for is when a buyer comes online to look for an item, that they find the item that they're looking for a price that they want, with a shipping cost they agree to, a return policy they agree to, and so then they buy the item. The idea being we want those buyers to come onto our platform and not bounce. So they want to keep their bounce rate low. So of course, the first few things are going to be things that you've probably already heard. You should have a good title. Those first few keywords within your title, those are the most important. The more you exactly match those first few keywords in your title to exactly what the buyer's typing in, the higher your item's going to come up in search. Makes sense, right? Having a good title, having a good listing. So within that listing, are you telling the buyer everything that they need to know? Your return policy is there. Your price is clearly shown. Any sort of defects or anything like that, anything that the buyer is going to need to know is already in that listing. We want a good buyer experience. We don't want that buyer to have to reach out to you and wait for a response. If you're on the seller side, you know when that buyer has to reach out to you, they are less likely to come back and actually buy the item. All of these sites know that also. So is everything that buyer needs to know in order to click buy it now in that listing? Are there clear pictures? I can accurately see what it is as a buyer that I'm buying. I see all the angles. I know all the things. Again, reduce that bounce rate. And then your price is competitive. If your price is too high, that buyer is going to go somewhere else. If your price is too low also, that buyer may be like, something's wrong with it. They're going to scroll past you. So are you priced competitive? So good titles, good listing descriptions, quality pictures, quality competitive pricing. Those are probably all the basics that you've heard 1,000 times from 1,000 different people, and we can, talk about exactly what words should be in your titles and all of that, but those are the basics. So now let's say you're doing all of the basics. You've got good titles. You've got good items. You've got good pictures, all of the things. You've marked everything off your box. If you want to increase your search relevancy from there, you have to look at some of the smaller things, understanding that these things are not going to impact your placement within search as much as those first, 5 things. Good item, good title, good description, good pictures, good price. Those top 5 are big pushes within the search algorithms. The other things, they're smaller. So we start to look at things like, how long have you been on the site? What's your feedback look like? How often do people leave you feedback versus how many items you sell? And we're looking at these things in comparison to other sellers because you want to be able to tell that algorithm when people buy from you, they get their items and they're happy with their items. So I never suggest going after a buyer and saying, hey, leave me feedback. But if you leave them feedback first, they're more likely to leave you feedback. On Poshmark, it's those love notes. How often are people leaving those love notes? What do they look like? all of those feedback issues are going to come into play. When you get a negative feedback, you're going to notice that your items may slow down a little bit. Your sales may slow down a little bit because you're falling a little bit in the search algorithm. The system's like, well, has something changed? Have they done something different? Are they not providing the best buyer experience? So we want to watch those things. On eBay, you have Top Rated Seller Plus, I think it's called, the Top Rated Seller program. That is going to become a factor. If I have this product and somebody else has the exact same product, and eBay is going to show one of those items to that buyer because they know that buyer is looking for that product, and I'm a top rated seller and the other person isn't, which product are they going to show? They're going to show mine because they know their algorithm shows I provide a quality buyer experience. So having top rated seller, getting those sales in. What is your conversion rate? How often are you selling items? How long do your items sit? How many times does somebody have to view it before someone actually purchases it? Again, in comparison to other people selling similar products. So we want to watch those conversion rates. But you're like, okay, Cindy, that's great. That's wonderful. But I need to increase those sales. I need to increase my search relevancy. What can I do? So first, I'm going to tell you to pay attention to when your buyers are online. So no matter who we are, no matter what we sell online, we kind of all gravitate to one general niche. Maybe that's home goods, maybe that's clothing, whatever. And of course, you'll sell a random thing here or there as you see it. But what's the main source of items on your platform, on your listings? When are those buyers online? When are they buying? When, and there is no way other than regular old pen and paper to track this, but look at when do I get the most questions? Is it on a Tuesday? Is it at noon? Is it on the weekends? Then I'm going to tailor my listings to that information. So if I know the majority of my buyers come online in the evening, then I'm going to make sure that I'm listing those items in the evening because those new listings, they get the biggest push. And I want to be pushing my items when my buyers are online to see them. So I'm going to pay attention to that. Then I'm going to customize every offer I send. So what I mean by that is whether it's on Poshmark or on eBay, not so much on Amazon because we can't send offers on Amazon, which thankfully, in my opinion, but on eBay and Poshmark, I'm going to customize those. Especially on eBay, when you go to send an offer, it has a default message. I'm going to customize that default message. I'm going to upsell you in that message. I'm going to tell you why this is such a great deal. I'm going to tell you that this is a limited time offer. All of those salesman traits, all of those kind of words, I'm going to put that in that message so that those offers start to convert more. On that note, if a platform offers you something like best offer, promoted listings, coupons, videos, all of those things, use them. If a platform has gone through the time and the expense to add a feature onto its site, they want you to use it. When you use that, they're going to boost you in the search algorithm. Why? Because they have the data that shows when listings have this feature on it, they sell more often. All of these platforms want you to sell items. They make money when you sell items. So they know that listings with those features sell more items. Use every single feature that you possibly can. So if I'm trying to increase my search relevancy so that a platform will continue to show my items, I'm going to use all of those things. And I'm going to use them religiously, but I'm also going to time it again. I'm not going to send my offers in the morning if I know that my offers convert better in the evening. It doesn't matter when somebody likes it. I want to know, when do I convert more sales? So just because people like it in the morning, not all likers or watchers are buyers. Some people like to just go in and window shop, and they just like to click the like button and they're happy to go on about their lives. I want those buyers that actually convert into sales. That's when I'm going to send those offers, because those are the people that I'm after. Then I'm going to customize that message. I'm going to be using all of the bells and whistles that I possibly can. I understand that makes it pay to play in a lot of cases, is what it is. You can come in really low, just use promoted listings, for example. You can come in really low. You don't have to be at 7, 8, 9, 10%. You can come in at 1 or 2. Just use the function so that the platform sees you're doing the things that they know convert to sales. So I'm going to be listing, if I'm trying to increase my search relevancy, paying attention to my top 5, the title, all of that, I'm going to be listing at the time of day when I know my buyers are online. I'm going to be sending offers when I know my buyers are online. I'm going to send coupons. I'm going to customize all those messages. If you have gotten an offer for a blue shirt, I'm going to say, here's an offer on this blue shirt. I also offer combined shipping discounts. So that then maybe you get the offer and you're like, it's not really what I want. You're more likely then to go look at my other items. Anytime I can bring people into those other items, anytime I'm getting views, it's boosting me in search relevancy, getting me more sales. So I want to be doing all of those things. When you get your package from me, I want something in there that says, thank you so much for shopping with me. It's a pain in the neck. But if I'm trying to increase my search relevancy, I'm going to do those things. I'm going to say, I have more items like this in my store, which means I am going to source items that are bought in multiples. So if I'm sourcing size small blue shirts, I'm going to get a bunch of size small items. If I'm looking at toys for kids, if I'm looking at Legos, I want as many Legos as I can get. Because somebody who comes in and they look at Lego set number 1, maybe they don't love it. But if I can say, even in that listing, I have lots more Legos for sale, then they're more likely to go and look at my other items. So I constantly want to be bringing you further and further into my store, making it more likely that you're going to click buy it now. So you really want to look at it from a buyer perspective. What's going to keep you on that page? What is going to get that buyer to click buy it now, right now? So I'm running a sale. My sale's going to end soon. I'm sending you an offer. This offer is going to end soon. All of those things that push those sales. Because search relevancy is about buyer experience. The more you sell, the more platforms are going to offer up your items. We see the same thing on Amazon. If you're trying to get the buy box and guy A over here has 1,000 units and he's already sold 5,000 units and you come in with 10 units, Amazon's going to give him the buy box more frequently because they already know he has the product, he delivers the product, it ships out on time, all of those things. Whereas you're brand new. They will give you the buy box eventually. It does rotate. They're going to give it to him more often. The same thing is true on eBay or Poshmark. If those platforms know I have these items, I ship them on time, I get good feedback for them, they're going to show my items more often. So you really want to look at the fine details within it. It's not enough to just list a good item with a good title and good pictures and cross your fingers. If you're okay just selling it whenever it sells, then that's enough. But if you are trying to increase your sales, increase that search relevancy, then it's not. you're going to have to take it a step further. So if you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments, and I hope to see you again. Bye.